Howdy. I'm the guy that has the rotary that's going on Drift Week. Some people don't even know that there's a rotary on Drift Week, which is, it really hurts my feelings. But so what the issue is, you can see the car does not have a turbo on it, and we've just been fighting issue after issue after issue with the CX Racing turbo. The spool and everything is perfect. The issue is the fitment. You can kind of see, I'll set it on its side, but I've been fighting fitment problems because the center section is literally just so small, like it's 2 fingers, and so there's no room to get a wrench or anything, and it's just impossible to work on. The drain just keeps leaking. I can't get it tight enough. The water fitting threads just pulled out. The metal shit. So we're kind of at a standstill at the moment, which kind of sucks. So what we're doing is I bought a turbo from a friend. If you go back a few videos, I'll throw a link real quick in the description of me at the track where I blew up my old Turbonetics, wherever it's at, right here. And then I got this from a friend, and everything was perfect on it except for this flange. And that's for a tile wastegate, an MVR 44, and which is perfect because that's what I have. The problem is the placement. So that flange sits perfectly, like, pointed right at this. So there's just not any room to mount the wastegate. So I was like, all right, I'll get another GTX clone, which is that one over there that I got from another friend, and was gonna use it as a backup for this after I put a different hot side on it. And wasn't expecting to be in a massive rush to get the car to where it was, even though I was getting it ready for Drift Week, obviously. But it, you can go ahead whenever you're ready. But yeah, so I was just like, I've got the CX Racing, I'm good to go. So we drove to Arizona after realizing that we cracked a rear iron. Got the motor back together, I think Monday night, or no, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday we got the motor, the rear iron, a new one, back from a buddy of mine who ported it for me. I had the iron sitting around, decided to go ahead and get that one ported, and so that way we can hit the road. So Tuesday night we hit the road, and then we drive all the way through, or no, Wednesday we get the, goodness gracious. Tuesday we get the motor built and ready to go. Wednesday we work on getting everything on the motor, ready to get into the car, get that done. Leave Wednesday night at roughly 11 p.m. We get everything packed up, leave out at 2, and then hit the road. Didn't make it to Arizona until 11 p.m. in Arizona. So we were on the road with complications. We had a water leak that was on the turbo again because it couldn't tighten anything. So we overheated about 10 hours into the drive. I walked about 1.5 miles to the gas station, got some water, walked 1.5 miles back to the car, got water in it, flooded the system, and then got it going. Then drove the rest of the way there with minor issues, other than just like, it's a rotary, it drinks a lot of gas. And also we're pulling this trailer with a decent amount of parts on it. So while he's getting that welded up, we're gonna try to get that on the car tonight. I'm gonna let it sit, put new sealant and everything on it because I don't have any gaskets. And hopefully that holds. It's the best I can do with what I got. And then we will hit the road tomorrow, get to New Orleans. We missed Speed Sports, and then hopefully do at least a day at New Orleans before we head down to Mid-Pond, and then from Mid-Pond we'll hit Florida, and hopefully everything goes smoothly from there. This turbo is a little bit bigger, so we may need to step down in spring size. We're also going to add a little bit of fuel, so that way, you know, we're kind of covered there, because this turbo is going to have a decent amount of airflow. So, because it's a much bigger turbo. So that's enough talking from me. We're going to get to getting this turbo mounted after he gets the final touches done on it. Oh goodness. I know everything's dirty, but McLeod came in as a sponsor 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So we just got the clutch in. So it's actually another good thing that I came back to the city. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out the clutch. this should be a clutch that fits a RX-8 and turbo RX-7s. Stickers!
I'd say if you find a clutch for an RX-8, you find a clutch for a
Turbo 2?
Yep.
I did not know that. Well, we deal with that all the time with the RVs. It's like you always get a look, is it a push or a pull?
It's just like what you got in there, but better. I like the wax figure.
Alright, so even though it's only been in there for one event, right? Hear me out.
Let's pull the motor again. No. This literally showed up 2 days prior. We've been in the motor.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna just say, while you're here, man. While you're here. Yeah, that's the...
Yeah, they had a ton. Yeah.
Check out McLeod. They're super great guys. They used to be really big in the drifting scene. They've got a couple other drivers besides me, but they know what they're doing. So this will definitely be going in the car. I'm gonna take it on Drift Week with me. So if we do need one, we have it. But if we don't need one, we still have it, and we'll put it in when we get back. So. Thank you guys so much. Wow! Or firewall stuff.
I'm gonna kick it. I'm doing pretty good.
Are you really gonna kick it?
Wow. That's pretty good.
Hey, there we go. Hey, no!
Totally fine. That's pretty good, bud.
What?
Yeah.
Time, but it feels the same. Got sick of waiting here. Set sail on concrete waves. No survivors left to save. Too late for the walking dead. We'll make it on our own. Breathing in our own air. 'Cause no one else will care. No one really knows. Need more room to shout. Time is running out. But even through your doubts, we will still be here. We will still be here.
So Justin and Brandon have been working on the old firewall, and it's in the name. It's there. What do you want from me?
That's some serious shade, dude.
Captain Crunch berries. Fruity Pebbles. Who's hating?
One guy goes, looks legit. The version 2 is what makes it work.
You should have seen version 1.
Losi put it on the Lone Star Drift. Look at this. There's my girlfriend. Yeah, just look at that. Just look at it. Anyways, we got the new turbo in. Everything's bolted down. Should be ready to go. Magically, somehow everything worked. Even though it's a completely different size and everything. So the old tub managed to still house the filter and everything's in place. So it should work all the same as the Turbonetics did before. I may need to change the wastegate spring because I've heard that there was some guy making like 600 at 10 pounds with this turbo. So we don't need to make that much. We need to back that down. So we may drop down to 8 pounds and call it good. And so we'll do that. I'll throw the new wastegate spring in it in the morning, and then we should be heading out to New Orleans. Depending on how it does on the drive, we may get some track time. We may just relax. But I mean, I'm kind of bullshitting. If I can get track time, I'm gonna get track time. I said the same thing about Tucson, but I went ahead and got track time. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. We're gonna get all the tools put back up and then get the trailer back in here, and then come here tomorrow morning and start getting ready to go. I should really have stuff planned to say whenever I turn this thing on, but I never do. Alright, we're loading up. Car's running pretty good. We're gonna have to do some tuning on the road to try to get the new turbo dialed in, but I think we'll be pretty set. We just need to get this car out of the way, pull the first gen in here, and then she's gonna put all the blankets and everything so we're ready to go. Don't mind the smoke, that's probably all water and coolant. Maybe some residual oil that needs to be burned off, but yeah, I think we're ready to hit the road and make our way to Louisiana. I got one stop to make before we leave town, but other than that, I think we should be good. So I'll hit you guys up later. Bye. So we stopped at a Buc-ee's. I wanted a cane to use as something for cruise control. Also need to use the restroom. And she's also never been to one. So I was like, we'll go in, both of us. It's a big enough gas station. There won't be any issues. Lo and behold, some guy tries to steal some of our totes. Luckily, someone caught him before anything happened, but it's just aggravating. It's like the one time we've left the car unattended. Literally, one of us has stayed in the car at all times to make sure nothing like this happens, but it's just, I don't understand. So we made it out to NOLA. I can already see like a bunch of carnage. Like there's a few cars that are Thomas Miatas over there on all four jack stands. Fielding's got his motor up. I don't know what's going on there. It was a successful drive down here. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It's only like 11 hours. So we got the car apart. There's some massive exhaust leaks going on over here, but I also needed to pass tech, so I need to get a firewall implemented. So we have a firewall. By the way, it's version 2. It's a new spec. And if you happen to see Aaron, you can tell him that Dakota has a firewall. So we're good to go. So you guys saw the firewall. We do have a backup. Justin, can you grab the backup for me? There's the spare firewall. So if we ever have any issues with that one, we got that one on tap. So we're ready to go.